you guys will be like, I'm more into dark humor, and then I'll just turn off the lights. And I'm like, so the joke goes. BuzzFeed Unsolved should have went after this.
Oh, BuzzFeed?
BuzzFeed Unsolved, what do you got against Shay and Ryan?
Oh, Muckbang, like the Pokemon Muck? Sorry.
Okay, so the food we have today, we have pretzel crisps, 4 nuggets for each of us.
We each get 1.
Cheezits, some fries from Arby's. I have an iced coffee.
I have water. I got water too.
Yeah.
I drank all my pop.
They have water. And then we have
I thought I was gonna have a heart attack. And also Jack, but he doesn't want to be in frame.
So, there's this YouTuber that I've been watching, and the thing is...
I introduced you to her,
Yeah,
so.
Jack showed me this YouTuber. Her name is Stephanie So. Go watch one of her videos down below. I'll probably link the one about the PTA moms. Oh my god, it's so addicting. It's so addicting because she does like murder mysteries as she eats, and she doesn't make weird noises or has too much cheese like Nicavo avocado. So I was looking at murder mysteries, and I thought, hey, we should do this. And Jack's like, yeah, we should. So we got together. There's not going to be that much ASMR, so don't think there is. And we're going to just talk about murder mystery.
Those fries are really crunchy.
I brought bigger ones.
They're not in... Well, yeah, they are. They are.
A little
So,
bit.
Okay, so you want to start off with the nugs?
Yes.
Everyone take one.
I have creepy facts for y'all.
should I get the rectangle one or the circle? Oh, okay.
We'll do creepy facts after the murder mystery.
Oh.
So
I already
here's
took
my
a
notes.
bite.
It's fine. We'll just act like you did it. I'm going to dip mine in barbecue sauce.
I got the
They're
ketchup. Oh,
I'm gonna eat it.
yeah, we got them like 20 minutes ago. Of course they're cold.
But they're so good.
Mm-hmm.
I've been
You'll
eating...
ever just peel the skin off of them?
No. Ew.
Uh-uh.
Well, now it's some ranch. I've been eating so much fatty food.
Same. I had KFC twice in a row.
Dude, but like, I'm gaining weight. You don't...
Wait, do you guys care about double dipping?
No.
No.
Alright, sis is
We're
gonna do
family.
We
You
just say sis is gonna do it. He said sis. We're disowning him. I have to sit in a better way because I'm sitting straightly.
You could sit crisscross.
Do that. I'm sitting in a straight way, and that's not me.
Wait, I want to put those googly eyes on the box and be like, hello.
No.
No.
No, we're all just like, no.
Alright. Do you guys ever walk to places alone?
Yeah.
We literally did that today.
No, but like alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like just with one of you.
Yeah.
Do you ever think that someone's gonna like abduct?
Literally every
I'm
time.
scared of gnomes. Really?
Okay.
Yeah,
a few days ago.
I literally have a fear of gnomes. I think they're gonna come to life and eat me.
A few days ago, I walked through this park,
Gnomes.
and there was this car there, and I got really uncomfortable, so I left. And I don't know who it was.
Good. Because the story today took them 30 years to solve because the abductor literally left no trace. It was in the 70s.
You did not just dip the pretzel in ketchup.
Ew.
Jack. Okay. But these two sisters, they're like a year or two apart. They're known as the Loin sisters, spelled...
Like tenderloin?
No, spelled
Oh.
Lyon.
Oh. Like loin, like a
Lion.
loin.
Oh, well,
Tenderloin. Like the food?
the Tenderloin sisters. So, they live in Maryland, and in 1978, I think? Yeah, 1975, March 25th, they were going to a shopping trip to this mall because the sisters wanted to buy some stuff. So they go to this mall, and they're shopping, and once they leave, this guy with a recorder, he's later known as the Recorder Man, asks them to speak into his handheld recorder.
Oh, I thought you meant recorder.
No, not a recorder.
Wait,
recorder.
hey,
Like
go get your
a
recorder.
tape recorder. And that was the last scene of them ever in their life, was someone watching them talking to a recorder. And then they're supposed to get home at 4, but they don't. And the mom calls...
Hate. Not now.
But the mom calls the police at 7. So, the only scene experience that was weird, besides the recorder man.
Yeah. But it
Okay,
also
this
smokes
is too much
cigarettes.
to cut out. I'm gonna get back to the story. So the girls disappear, and besides the recorder man, a friend.
Oh, Muckbang, like the Pokemon Muck? Sorry.
So, besides the recorder man, a friend says that there's this guy, like, in his teens, he had pimples on his face and, like, a mustache that's weirdly grown, but doesn't want to cut it because then that make him too manly.
Is it your cousin?
No, it's not my cousin. That's not my cousin. This happened in the 70s. We are talking about Corbin. Okay, well, anyways, this teen was looking at the girls weirdly. So that was the only other weird thing. Now, the policemen, they closed the case because they can't really find anything. But,
Can't believe that.
BuzzFeed Unsolved should have went after this.
so this guy, we're gonna call him Welch Man, like Welch's, berries.
no.
Yeah.
Ew,
Welch.
BuzzFeed?
BuzzFeed Unsolved. What do you got against Shay and Ryan?
Okay, so this Welsh guy, he goes into the police investigation, like, he goes to the police station a week after the appearance, and he says, "Oh, I saw the girls getting abducted." So the policemen are like kind of fishy about this because his description was like the guy that was already in the news for the drawing. So maybe he lied. They do a lie detector test. He lied.
I mean-
He admitted to lying too, so he wouldn't go to jail. So they put him down as a suspect. But he matched the description of the guy who was looking at the girls. Like, the way he looked. He matched the description of the guy looking at the girls, but not the recorder man. So, 30 years later,
Sorry, I like the curly one.
back to the Welch guy. He's already been accounted for a ton of, like, sexual abuse and stuff, and he's already been in jail. So, something like this wouldn't be surprising. 30 years later, his cousin comes out of guilt. His cousin comes to the police station and says, "So, you know this guy, Welsh? Well, I helped him carry 2 green duffel bags, kind of bloody and smelled like death, into a fire where they could be burned and disintegrated.
What the heck?
They were about 60 to 70 pounds. They smelled like death.
How old were these girls?
And it was
90.
the day of the disappearance of the girls.
Well, how old are they?
They're like 12.
Coincidence? That's why there's
They're like very...
Okay.
The guy, he's taken into court. He pleads guilty, and he's off to prison. But that's 2 years later. So he was off to prison in 2012. They solved this case in 2012 when it happened in 1975.
I'm surprised I've never heard about this.
Yeah.
The thing is, there are many cases left unsolved still
Yeah.
from a very long time ago, and there are police
Zodiac.
officers.
The Zodiac Killer. That's still unsolved.
What was that girl's name? Was it like Amanda or something? She went missing on like a cruise. Do you
I don't
that?
know, but I know there's this one girl. Okay, Jean Burnett Ramsey. She was found dead in her own home, and from all of it, they still don't know who did it, but everyone believes it was the brother or the father. And so
no signs of like breaking in or anything.
no. Here's
Jack.
the thing. The thing about this, Jean Burnett Ramsey, she lived in a rich family. You know, they were like super nice, and this happened the day after a Christmas party.
Oh, I heard about this.
They the daughter went to bed and stuff, and you know, she was asleep in the car on the drive home. The brother was up a little later, so he had a snack and, you know, then went to bed. And then the mom woke up hearing a crash. You know, it sounded like a window. She didn't think anything of it. It went back to bed. the next day, she got up and she gets her morning coffee. Let's just say she didn't end up having that morning coffee. She went to go wake up her daughter, but she wasn't there. She went to go check downstairs, not there either. Went to go check the basement, and there was a ransom note, which is what's there if there's a kidnapping, as I lose my voice. Dear Lord. I've been talking for too long.
God bless.
But the ransom note, you know how ransom notes were just going to be like a location where you meet. Jeez, I'm dying. A location where you meet and the money they want for the person they kidnapped. This ransom note was different. It was long. And it had every detail. You know, usually ransom notes are written really fast. They're messy. And then they immediately leave. But this wasn't messy. It took time. It was cursive. It was full on neat. And it looked like it had been planned. And so the police... Okay, so the mom calls the police.
What was on the ransom note?
I can't really remember. All I know is just like...
It was like a very descriptive thing of
Yeah.
how much money they wanted, when they
And
wanted it,
they
how
were
they
like
wanted it.
to the father and stuff. It was like if the father didn't do as it was said in the letter, and if he contacted the police, Jane Bennett Ramsey would be killed. They contacted the police, and they were there all day. No sign of it. Like, they were like helping them try to get through their entire day. Weirdly enough, the dad seemed to have no emotion at all. No emotion at all. But in the police phone call, you can hear like, my daughter's missing. She's gone. And then before they hung up, you can hear, what did you do? And then it hangs up. You can hear a slight, what did you do? Which, she's not talking to her husband, she is talking to her son. And conspiracists believe that because they found milk and pineapple in her stomach, which is a snack that the boy probably had before he went to bed. She was hit in the head with a blunt object, Jane Bennett Ramsey, when they found her body in their own basement, tied up and dead. She was hit in the head with a blunt object. There was red around her neck, which could be from sexual abuse from her father.
What the heck?
And then the father carries her up and says, my baby is dead. He's not crying or anything. So conspirators believe that the father killed her, or the brother hit her in the head so hard with a flashlight, she was knocked out, and so the family went, we have to hide her. So they carry her, the dad ties her up in the basement, and she wakes up and she's confused, so the dad finishes the job.
That's the tea for
the
today.
ransom note, they were looking to see what they could have written it with, and the ink had matched the mom's pen, and they looked at her notebook, which you could see there had been many pages ripped out, and you could see ink into other pages, which means that this ransom note had been written beforehand in that notebook. There has been practice for it.
So it was planned.
It was planned.
So it was the whole family?
Yeah, it had to have been, but it's still unsolved to this day. Dr. Phil, literally, he interviewed the brother. It could have just been that he was awkward, but he was smiling and laughing the entire time.
What about the dad?
No one really interviewed
Yeah,
the
like
dad.
when a mom like she hears like a crash and throws window, no one just goes back to sleep. You
Yeah,
know, like
you go and check, but she didn't go and check. There's this other one that I'll go into later after, like, I read some creepy facts in a bit, about this other girl. But as we go into...
I love how you just took over the video.
I did.
Maybe she hated her
Wait,
daughter.
speaking of
I like the
Dr.
live
Phil,
commentary
did you
better.
guys see the episode where the girl like beat her hamster with a flashlight?
Yeah.
That scared
Yeah.
me. I
And how
literally
like
couldn't
she
sleep that
chased
night.
her siblings around the house
I
with a
can-
knife, and
I
they were
can
like,
see
"Please
it
don't hurt
It was
her."
really creepy.
Didn't
when
she-
it
Yeah.
fell.
She chased them around with the house with a really sharp knife.
And
that
they're
they had
like,
to
"I
lock
don't
out
want
the
her to
box.
hurt me, Dr. Phil. Please help."
Literally, I was so scared I couldn't sleep. But I have some
Catch
creepy
me
facts.
outside. How
She
about
like
that?
acted so innocent. On
I know. She was like,
She went,
Apparently she was schizophrenic.
oh yeah, definitely. The voices
Yeah, the
told me
voices.
that's a schizophrenic thing. You know, there are some. I have a friend who has schizophrenia. She just moved to Florida, and she's told me she has schizophrenia. Honestly, she's not like that. She can have some episodes, which is totally fine. I have episodes. Like, I don't think I'm schizophrenic.
Wait,
but
like the game?
I don't think
"Oh,
I'm
like where it's like someone's in the bathroom and it's like, get a divorce or pee in their mouth."
episode. But sure, some creepy
No,
facts. So here's some creepy facts. I have 4 right now, but I'm gonna get more like as I'm going on. There's 27 creepy facts I have. But number 1, even if you go by the 5-second rule, minor insects can crawl on your food after you drop it on the floor, pick it up, and eat it.
Oh well.
Same as there are insects on your eyelashes.
Spiders. Yeah, they are. I heard it from Garrett Watts when he did some gross facts about you.
If you try to suppress a
Didn't
sneeze,
James talk about that in his like top 10 things that keep me awake at night?
if you try to suppress a sneeze, you can rupture a blood vessel in your head or neck and die.
I love sneezing.
I don't.
used to do
There's more of a
Like
chance of
fun
finding a
ones.
dead body under your bed than there is in your garbage.
Oh, fun.
4 sunken nuclear submarines sit at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean.
I remember reading something like a person like walked past a murder like 32 times in their life.
Yeah, which is honestly,
Yeah, every 1 in 10 people are sociopaths.
That's significantly more.
Why are you pointing at me?
Because of the Shane Dawson Jake Paul thing.
Oh, I thought you were like, you're a sociopath.
if a black cat looks at you and then it runs, it means something unusual is about to happen to you.
I'm eating the rest of the fries. So.
Is that just superstition?
No, I'm eating this one.
Yeah, you
There's
go.
one
So
under the napkin.
cats and dogs can see things that the human
Wow,
eye
great
can't.
fries.
Yeah, I knew that.
So usually, I believe that cats can, like, see
Look at this
something
amazing
unusual.
fry that Emily found.
I would think
I
that
was
both of
talking
them
about
can, but
everything.
only
No,
dogs
I
would
ate
react
it.
to it.
Oh.
On average, 100 people choke to death on ballpoint pens every year.
Alright, can I just talk about this?
Yes.
I hate when people chew on pens. It's so annoying and disgusting.
This one girl, she was at my school. She always chewed her pen. One time, it exploded in her mouth.
Yeah, that happened at my old school
She
too.
would go to the nurse. It was
Yeah,
bad.
it was pretty funny when it happened at mine because it was Reading.
Oh, it was blue. I think it was blue. It was blue or black.
I do that. I
Anyway.
chew on everything.
I chew on straws. I'm a turtle.
Same.
Oh my god. I'm not saving the turtle.
Turtle siblings.
Don't chew on like plastic. Yeah.
What are turtles good for?
Literally.
They're
I-
good
like
for
the
keeping
other
coral
corals.
reefs alive, which are good for cleaning the ocean.
How do they keep it alive?
They eat
Well,
like.
They eat the dead stuff off of it.
They're not doing a good job.
No, they aren't.
A cockroach will live 90 days without its head to death.
I was
Yeah,
step on it.
Didn't a chicken live for a month without its head, but then
Yes.
it choked on corn?
No, it was 15 months.
Oh. I saw
But
that on Thomas
it's a
Sanders.
nerve thing. It's not necessarily alive.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's a nerve thing that happens. It can just still do things, but it's dead.
Yeah,
If a
doesn't like your
human,
body twitch when it's like a few minutes after you're dead?
Yeah.
if a human is beheaded, then they have 15 to 30 seconds left of consciousness,
Yes.
and that's probably the worst 15 seconds of your life.
Yes, because Those 15 seconds you live without your head, you're not able to do anything, you can't think, but your heart is still going.
Oh, that was in the Fred movie.
I don't get any food in my body, then there's gonna be no blood in my head, and then my head might fall off because there's no blood in it.
He lost his head. So he lost his head, and he was just like running around.
A man received the transplant of a heart of a suicide victim, married the donor's widow, and killed himself the exact same way his donor did.
A donor's.
His
Oh,
heart
I
donor.
heard about that on Stephanie Sue's channel. Her husband said that.
He probably deserved it. He married the.
20% of
Donors,
children
right.
report hearing voices in their head.
I remember seeing.
I
this-
hear my voice in my
Yeah,
head.
everyone
Yeah,
like has their
everyone
own
does.
voice in their head.
Yes, everyone has their own voice in their head, but do you hear someone else's voice? Not your parents or anything?
Well, I
just-
mean, if I'm thinking about that person saying something,
Yeah,
then
me
yeah, I'll
too.
hear
They're
it.
talking about like random voices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then sis, no.
Like telling you to do something.
Yes, I have. I'm gonna
Oh,
get
yeah, I
arrested.
saw this thing online.
I'm gonna get arrested.
This is really like
I could cut it all out.
yeah, this is really off topic, but like I saw this thing online. This girl, I can't think of her name, but I think she was like Swedish, and
Swedish.
We
yeah,
hate
like
Sweden.
PewDiePie.
Swedish fish.
And
We hate Sweden, excuse you?
Yeah, they
Goodbye.
But they make
arrested
a.
ASAP Rocky. Now he's in prison for no reason.
Well,
So
they make
when
Swedish
they wrote
fish.
Mhm.
when she was a little
What about
girl,
Swedish
she,
fish?
her name was, let's call her like Bethany, because I can't think of her name.
From Girl Defined.
Hey guys, it's Bethany and
Sure, yeah. So she said when she was really little, she said, "No, mommy, my name is Anne, not Bethany." And she's like,
Oh,
"No, you're Bethany Jones." But she said, "No, I'm Anne Frank."
Oh, there.
And as she got older, she had these dreams about like concentration camps. And one time, her family took a trip to like Europe, and they went to Amsterdam. And her mom said, "We have to catch this tram to go to the Anne Frank house because that's where they were going." She said, "No, mommy, we're about 10 minutes away. We could just walk there." And she said they also changed the steps. And there used to be a wall there. There was a wall in Anne and Margot's room with all like a bunch of celebrities on it, but people kept picking up the celebrities' pictures. So they took the wall down and framed it in a nice glass frame. And she said, "Why did they take the wall down, mommy?" She's like, "What are you talking about? Why did they take all the movie stars down?" And so they asked the guard if there used to be one there, and there did, but there was nothing there that said about it. And she never studied Anne Frank in school.
That reminds me of this one boy. He had a lady, I believe. He had a lady in. She was killed by getting like hit in the back of the neck with an axe.
I saw that.
He remembered everything. He remembered how it felt, and he knew her name and her child, and he knew everything. And he was 7. He was 7 years old,
Wow.
and he was reincarnated, and he had a birthmark, exactly the place where the person was killed.
Wowza,
It
Bowser.
reminds me of my birthmark.
There wasn't. Oh.
So the Anne Frank thing, the lady stopped having the dreams and like the random flashbacks when she was 15 years old. And guess what age Anne Frank died?
15.
15.
That reminds me of an episode of American Horror Stories. One girl, she like kept thinking she was Anne Frank and stuff. Cause like the one guy was a Nazi dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys like peanut butter?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you guys hear that the Peter Pan Peanut Butter Company, one time there was a thing of peanut butter and there was someone's
Magic.
there, and someone ate it and got
Imaginative.
That's how it works.
oh yeah, me and my friend made a Game Master Network account called Red Hood 666. Rebecca, we're coming for you.
It's predicted that in 2040 the Arctic Sea will experience the first summer without ice. It's not good for the environment over there.
Well, actually, it's good for us because we get more fresh water, so.
Actually, a lot of people die because the coastlines will flood.
Actually, polar bears don't die. They're just gonna.
Polar bears. Brrrah.
I
How long
forgot
have we
what
been
it was.
recording? 30 minutes?
Yeah, I should probably end this and start a new one.
Why?
Just so I have storage left so I could put it on the thing.
Yeah, stop it and start it again.
Well, okay, bye.